Good evening and welcome to another episode of Gone Fishing. Tonight we're going to just kick back, relax, talk some fishing, talk about the past week. Been doing a lot of fishing.
Sorry, guys.
This is Mike. He's trying to get on his thing so that he can watch for comments for us. But so tonight we're just going to talk a little bit about past week. That's where we're going to start off with. And then we're going to jump into fall fishing because it's starting to get chilly. We were out last night, me and Mike fishing, and we noticed that the water temperatures are starting to come down, which
was interesting last night.
It could be a really crazy thing there. But anyway, we are just made it through the summer. I mean, you remember when we started this? Remember when we started this show? That we were sitting there and we were like in the middle of winter. We were like, this sucks. We can't wait for summer. We can't wait for this time. Freaking summer's over. It's still summertime, but it's pretty much over. I mean, you're back working. The kids are back in school.
But I'm not bad about that because honestly, fall fishing now.
Well, no, but you also got to remember when you're on fall summer long, you get to do everything you want to do.
You're right.
And then you get you back in and you got to go to school. You got to go back and teach. Me, I don't have to teach. I don't work for the man. I am the man when I work, so I'm the boss.
I'm the man too.
Yeah, well, you're not the man because you work for the man. The man pays you. You know.
Yeah, but they don't realize.
But the thing is, you take advantage of every time you can go fishing. Nights are getting shorter now.
They
Sun's
are.
setting at 7:15 at night now. It ain't no longer 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. You lose that time. Makes it harder for when you get done work to get to where you want to go fish. You only have like an hour or two, and that sucks. So you want to stay kind of local. You want to do things. Um, but yeah. But anyway,
Well, I know you guys can all deal with this too. So Ray's got kids that are grown. I mean, I got kids that are in high school, so they're with me, so they still got stuff going on. Like Ray, I had someone bring such and such home, always one little thing. So I said to Ray, I'll meet you out there. So that's what we do. I was going out there. If I only got an hour, didn't matter. So once I had my mindset on it, I was doing it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Hold on. Good evening to Cast and Nasty Bates. Thanks for joining us. Hey, wish Abby a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh God,
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Abby.
Happy birthday to.
I just want to tell you how dedicated Castanasty is. His wife's birthday tonight. John's wife's birthday.
Hey, what are you doing on, John?
I love it. That's great, man. That's what it should be. John's got his priorities straight. He's got his priorities straight. Once you get to our age, anyway, you know how it is. It's
Abby,
just another day.
and Abby's awesome because John's on.
Yeah. But happy birthday, Abby. We hope you're enjoying your day and everything. And thanks for letting John join us. But hey, guys. So anyway, let's talk talk a little bit about our past week. So we went out. I know I've been out a little more than you. You went crabbing, went fishing. We went fishing last night. Um,
I want to talk about something about that crabbing, but finish what you're gonna say.
not a lot last night. Flight was a lot slower. Place where we at, the tide was coming in crazy. No wind. No wind. If I could post a picture right now, what it looked like when I got there last night, you'd be like, there's no way. It was glass. Literally, I got out there. I went out real far, and all of a sudden, The winds just kicked
And
in.
if it
And
was
I
up
left
to
my
me,
anchor pull in my truck.
if it was up to me, I would have said full of shit because when I got out there, the wind was kicking. I used my anchor pole the whole time, and I'm gonna start from the beginning. People pissed me the hell off last night. Little fishing etiquette. If once you if
Don't
you
block the boat.
once you get there and it's a limited access point, move out. So whoever's in the white truck, if you're one of ours, that was a bitch because the Ray got there first.
There's nobody there.
No one parked, but he backed up. There was another truck, red truck, that backed up,
Running my truck.
and then but they pulled around behind his truck and parked. And there was a white truck
It parked on the ramp.
that parked.
On the ramp.
I didn't have a, so I ride my kayak in on a smaller car with an extension thing off the back. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have gotten in. I don't bring my kayak cart there because it's an easy launch. If I didn't have my car, if it was a truck, you would have needed a cart because this asshole, I mean, this person,
Oh, he was an ass. He was just it was
that was incredible how much he blocked stuff off.
yeah,
So the dude in the white truck
you're an asshole.
wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna be a little kinder.
You know where he was from? Did you by any chance catch his license plate? Jersey. Always the Jersey people.
Hey,
Always the Jersey.
I
The
grew up in
Jersey.
Jersey.
It's okay. Well, the Jersey people are assholes. So, you're an asshole. That's how you gotta look at it.
I kind of am.
Well, but that guy was there, and it's probably like maybe his fourth or fifth time, and didn't know the rule, you know what I mean? But dude, literally parked on the ramp. Like there was no access. I carry my cart everywhere I go, even though I don't need it. Sometimes I put it underneath there just it helps me just get my
Yeah,
kayak
no,
up.
no, I got
Especially
you.
when it's 100 degrees outside and you've been pedaling all damn day. You're a sweaty mess. You come in, the mosquitoes want to eat you alive, and you just want to get the hell out and load up. Sometimes it's easier for me to put the cart underneath the back. That way I can lift it up. It's resting on my cart, makes it easier. I can unload everything, shove it in, tie it down, go.
Well, this guy parked in a way that unless you had a cart,
You weren't getting that. You
you
exactly,
weren't getting out. So
exactly.
that was a real dick move, whoever that was, because what?
I grew up in South Jersey. All right,
Well,
all right. We'll take the asshole away from Jersey. This guy was an asshole, though.
no,
And he was, and we all know who he was out in the water.
the one that wouldn't touch me,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, he was just the one guy out there that was just total douchebag. It was dumb. And you know what? I guarantee you, if we're over in Jersey fishing in one of his spots, and we would have parked like that, our pictures would have been all over Facebook and everything. I do have a picture of the guy's truck. I do have a picture of his tag number, but I'm a little more respectful. I'm not going to do nothing.
Well, it pissed me that I'm just saying
Oh, it should piss
that
off.
was a bad start to the evening because when I pulled up, he was actually still unloading. I'm like, oh, he's gonna move, and then he had tinted windows in his car. So when I pulled in to unload, I'm thinking he's in his car, he's just waiting for me. So I waited for a little bit, and then I got out of the car, and I'm like, this truck's not on. So I squeezed in there, and in my back of my mind, I didn't hit his truck, but I'm like, if I hit his truck, then
His
that's
truck.
his fault.
Yeah, no, he was parked bad. He was definitely parked in a really bad area. But
Anyway, sorry.
that's our little rant for tonight. No more rants. We're gonna keep this positive tonight because we're getting ready to go into
I'm not
my
guaranteeing no more rants, but
yeah, me neither. But I am at the point right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. When it's wintertime and you fish, I fucking hate it. You can't fish. I mean, yeah, you can go out, you can cold water fishing from muskie and stuff like that, but that's hard to do. It's really hard to do. But I am now at the point where I'm getting ready to come into my favorite time of year. I love fall. Fall is my favorite
so
season.
when I rolled up here today, Ray's in his garage, switching lures, getting ready because I got to work tomorrow. But he's going. Like during the summer, Friday, Ray's going out. I'm going out, but I can't do that now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My boss is a real prick, so
Yeah,
I.
politics to that.
He's probably from Jersey,
Probably is.
yeah, no, I mean,
By the way, if you guys aren't aware, Ray's boss is Ray.
actually, my boss is my wife.
Okay,
She,
fair enough.
she's
Fair
my
enough. Fair enough.
50% owner, so she's my boss too. But she understands. I work 7 days a week, so I work a part-time job, so you know I need that one day. Like last night was great to get out.
Last night,
But you don't have that time. Like you don't have that extra hour and a half.
well, let's get back to last night for a second because this was interesting. We went out there expecting to go subsurface for everything because water's cooling down and everything. So when I got out there, I went down, found Ray, and I said, "You got anything?" He said, "I got a hit, four hits." He said, "They're all subsurface." So I switched out my rods. I brought three rods, and I had two top water hollow bodies and one subsurface. So I switched one of my hollow bodies for a chatterbait, and I was fishing that. So I was not getting any luck. Still had a great time. I wasn't getting any luck, but I was like, I met up with Ray a little while. Any luck? And I think at that point you had three. I said, surface? He said, no, all top water. So I switched other rod back to what I like on top water. And I was like, well, before that, I said, I'm out of here. I'm not feeling it tonight. And after that, I was like, let me go back to where I like to fish. And I went hollow body back there. And,
You
well,
got some blow-ups.
yeah,
Yep. I mean, everything I missed on subsurface weren't big bites. I did have something rip off my paddle tail. So probably a snakehead. Got a bass did that. But I think a lot of my hits were bass
yeah,
because it was a lot of bait fish, a lot of bait fish, and saw 'em. Like at one point, I said, "Oh, that's a huge fry ball," and then I was like, "Nah, it's not bubbling." No,
yeah.
I think it is. I started getting a little bit closer. I'm like, and I saw them, and they were like little tiny shad. They were like yay big, and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm gonna throw some
You
stuff
know
in
what I
there."
call them? False five fry balls because
Oh, when the
they're,
water's calm, it looks like a big, huge fry ball. You get up there, you get all excited.
but they move faster than a fry ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You definitely.
So when I went back there, I casted, and in the muck back there, you can see where people have been casting and whatnot because of the line strikes and whatnot in the water and where you were throwing it. I was trying to do it around, and there was one particular spot when I got back there, I saw movement, but it was really, really shallow, like to the point that this fish had its dorsal fin out of the water. Excuse me.
Right.
So I cast it behind it, pulled it back through, but at one point it kind of dragged over land, and I expected it to. But at that point is when this snakehead decided to strike. So this thing went and slithered. It missed my lure, but it went above land to try to grab my lure. And that was really kind of cool because it wasn't even, it was a land strike, essentially. It tried to grab my lure off the land. Totally missed, threw back in there. It didn't get the hook, didn't feel, as we say, feel metal, but I couldn't get it to bite again. But it was still cool to see that this thing actually launched out of the water onto dry land and kind of slid back into the water. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Like I can tell you. Well, I want to jump back. I'm sorry. I didn't see the one comment from Abby. She says she's lived in Delaware since 1992. So just to let you know, Abby, I've only been here since 1998. So you're special if you've been here since 1992. It's funny. I worked in Jersey this week. Let me just go back a little bit. Worked in Jersey this week. in Jersey, and I don't know if, like me and my wife, we always talk about scaling down. Kids are gone. We talk about scaling down the house. So I'm looking. I want first floor living. So I want a rancher. You in Jersey, dude? Every freaking house is a rancher. Come over here, everything's colonials, 2 stories and stuff like that.
Well, what's
I
your
go to
property
Pennsylvania.
taxes in
Oh, I
Jersey?
know, Jersey's crazy. But then I look in Pennsylvania, where I'm originally from. So I'm originally from PA. It's there's a lot of ranchers, but all the new neighborhoods they built all these 700, $800 million homes, like fields that I used to drive in and party in and drink beer in and do crazy stuff when I was a kid in there. We would just drive through fields, spotlight deer. So come on, man, it's grown. It's all
Yeah.
houses now, and it's crazy, but in the same sense, it's
Look at Middletown, Delaware.
oh, I mean, Middletown's went crazy. I think me and my wife, the first house we ever looked at was God, I don't know why I want to say Middletown Village, but it wasn't Middletown Village. It was something else, but whatever. But the only thing that stopped me was when I went into the house to look. This one house, it was a spec home, so it was you had no choice. It was everything was going in. They said was going in. You just bought the house. Went to the deck, had a nice deck on the back. I went out back, and I was looking at the Salem, their power plant. Dude, I'm like, that's not what I want to see during my day.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that shit. So I didn't do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been trying to get back to Pennsylvania
Hey,
for
you're not.
years.
You're
Now
not.
my
First
daughter,
of all,
now my
no,
daughter
no, no.
moved
Wait,
to Perryville.
wait. You're not allowed to move out of this development anyway, because this is where we launched from.
Yeah,
We were so. Those of you who don't know, if I forget something,
you're 3 minutes away.
it's almost faster to walk or ride a bike.
uh,
I'm literally that close to here. So he's not allowed to move away.
you can actually probably walk here pretty quick too.
Yeah, through that cut through and that,
Well, I want to go through these woods because I used to have a trail, but there's actually a fence behind my house. So behind my house,
and I have a bolt cutter.
so behind my house is all historical. There's a 30-foot easement. It's the old, look it up, the old Frenchtown Railroad. So it used to be a railroad you put behind us. I don't have railroad tracks behind my house, but it's the old Frenchtown Railroad. So
So
it's
that's
the
the one
kind.
that goes through and it goes across to where the toward the Y, and
No,
there's a.
no. This railroad used to be. You know how we have the trail. Like when you come to my house, there's that trail that's up there. You
That's what
see,
I'm talking about.
we call that Lover's Leap. That's what I have learned that with
Where the
living.
bridge is and shit.
Yeah, like the little bridge and stuff. So that's where the railroad used to come through, and it used to come right behind our house.
Yeah, that's exactly
So,
what I'm talking
but it's the kind of railroad train that used to be there was the train where they had to do this, pull the handles down and stuff like that. It was old. It was before the C and D Canal was done. It was from the Delaware River to the Chesapeake Bay.
about. Okay.
So that's what the Frenchtown Railroad was for. It was for doing it. So all behind my house is historical. So they can't do nothing to that. They can't touch it. But come through there. I used to always keep a nice little clear path. My stepson, when he used to live here, when he was younger, of course, he had a little mini bike. So we made little trails right behind my house. And come up through the yard and shit. And we just it was trails. Now there's no trails. Now it's all built up. Trees, the weeds. I mean, I don't touch it back there. I don't mess with it. Poison ivy and stuff. Probably snakes. But Ray ain't going out there. And but
Snakes.
but but I absolutely love the fact that that easement's behind my house.
Mhm.
It's kind of cool. I went out there metal detecting. Kind of weird, but I like to metal
Me
detect.
too.
So I went up on Lover's Leap one time, metal detecting, and I found 1908 barber dime, before they put Eisenhower on the dime. It's barber dime.
Yeah.
It's the oldest coin I found metal detecting, and I think it's it's the most amazing thing in the world. For me, it's the most amazing thing in the world because it's like found something that old. It's along the railroad trail. And I did some research and I saw some stuff. So, hey, you let me know when you see Jacob Hotchkiss come on.
Okay,
He's
I'm
going to give us our weather tip of the day.
I'm seeing that. Um,
I see there, Abby. You call it middle hell. I said, oh, I'm glad me and my wife didn't move down there.
I
I mean,
see Chris is watching. I see my mother Janet's watching,
hey, Janet.
and I just saw Bill Salerno.
Oh, Bill.
Bill,
Bill, I'm coming to Jersey tomorrow, my man.
Bill, what I
Let's meet up.
when I referred to you yesterday, so Ray went to Jersey and like no one was there. I said, our Bill wasn't even there.
Cigar Bill. That's what I'm going to start calling him. Anybody cigar. I ever see him out in the water tomorrow. Hey, Bill, meet me on the other side tomorrow. I'm not going to the other. I'm not going to the side we normally see you on. I'm going to the other side tomorrow. All subsurface. All
So
subsurface. Tomorrow's my last day going to Jersey until I go to the new lake we found out.
first of all, be careful with that because we thought we were going all subsurface last night, and that didn't work out. So,
It didn't work out. I was actually, like I said, I was kind of surprised. I mean, I was
Chris,
using stuff. So,
Chris, what's biting in Vermont now?
trout.
Yep, but
Trouts or trout.
so Chris is like us. He's outside all the time. Chris is Chris is my man. He's in shorts all winter.
Hey, Chris, you ever catch a snakehead? Come to Delaware, buddy. We'll
We'll
take
bring
you out.
you out.
We'll take you out, man. Come on down, visit. You can stay at Mike's house. Or you can stay at my house. I got more room than Mike does because he's got kids. I don't have kids, but dude, so all right,
So,
everybody. I'm going to go on a 5 minute rant. Give me a couple seconds here.
well, let me just finish this. This throw your comments in. And Ray, do your rant.
All right, it's not a really a rant. So for you who don't know, I'm old.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I got a daughter who's
He's like
already
really.
graduated college.
He's like really old.
She's getting ready to get married. So I do hardwood flooring. I need to take a break from the flooring. Life life gets hard. You get older, knees start to hurt, back start to hurt. In the next 5 to 7 years, I want to be a guide, but I want to be a kayak guide.
AG Spangler.
Huh?
AG Spangler.
Yeah.
One of our things. What's loaded in Cecil County? But put it
What?
on there.
Well, what is it? What's it saying here? Hold on, let me read this. Hold on. Hold on. Do you hit Delaware there? Loaded Cecil County. I don't know. All right, yeah, you gotta explain that a little bit more, AG Spangler. Appreciate that. Um, but no, I am. Oh, Snakehead. Yeah. I'm all about it. I was actually all right. So maybe you can help me out here. So tomorrow I'm going to Jersey. I was thinking about doing Cecil County. I do fish a lot in Maryland. Um, and after this year, I thought my first dragon was going to come
Jersey.
from Jersey because I was catching a lot of big ones. As the season went on, it got worse.
Yep.
They got smaller. So I'm not. I don't even give a shit if I throw out places. But Dragon Run. Let's talk Dragon Run in Delaware. Dragon Run last year, my average fish I caught was 24, 27 inches
Yep.
last year. That was my average. This year, my average is 18 to 21 inches.
Everyone's been pulling small fish out of there.
And it's don't get me wrong, it's great to go out and blast a couple.
Because they're right. It's right there.
And bang, I mean, it's close to home for us, so they closed the Dike Pond,
So it's got pressure.
so it's got more pressure. But there ain't nobody taking fish out of it. That's the last place I would eat fish out of. Last place I would eat fish out of.
It's right by the refinery.
But so I don't understand why all of a sudden, and it's the same thing with Jersey. Everywhere I fish in Jersey, nice fish. Now the spots I've been going to, everything's 18 to 20. It's like, where did the 24, 26-inch snakeheads go? I mean, don't get me wrong.
They're in there. They're just,
I've missed a ton, but I am.
so we,
So you hold on. We get back here to AG here. So I was going to go to the Northeast Creek tomorrow fishing. I didn't. I'm not going there now
Elf River.
because, and it's because of all the people who are out there, shooting them, and with bow and arrow and killing them. I mean, it is what it is. As long as you're harvesting them and eating them, I could care less what you do. I mean, I'm all about people who got to make a living. I'm self-employed, so I get that. I get these guys are out there doing this. But here's my thing. I fished Northeast Creek in May. From the first week in May to Memorial Day. After Memorial Day, Northeast Creek freaking sucks. And it's because, and I go to Herb's Bait and Tackle, and I'll go in and they're like, yeah, if it wasn't for all the guys doing the charter trips at nighttime, there might be more snakeheads out there. AG, I'll meet you anywhere. You want to go out fishing?
I'll meet you.
And I don't care. I'm not asking for your secret spot. Don't give me your secret spot. I just want to go out and enjoy fishing. I go out and fish with people. So me and Mike, since I started this show in January, my fishing people has went from here to here.
So we appreciate all that.
We really appreciate it. I enjoy going out and fishing with these guys. I just need to. I want to go out with people and just enjoy your company with people. I mean, I've been going out with a guy, Rodney Copes, Tight Lines 302. You see him always posting shit. He's starting to post stuff onto our Gone Fishing page, which is awesome. Rodney's a great angler. Love the man to death. The guy's a good guy. And it's summer. I hit him up. I'm like, you want to go fishing? Well, actually, he hit me and you up the first time and asked us to go out. Mike couldn't come out. Mike had some things going on. And that's about where it went to. But no, man, I'm AG.
I'm looking at this.
It's all about going out with you one time, and you want to go out and go. I mean, I'm not asking for spots, but I want to know.
Looks like AG was hitting Dice Pond too.
Yeah.
Because, and
yeah, no, I'm going to get to him in a second.
Jacob.
No, don't worry about Jacob yet. I'm going to get to Jacob. He's all right. That's my daughter's fiance, everybody. So be nice to Jacob. He's got to deal with my daughter.
Okay, give me Al.
Well, no, he deals with my daughter, so God bless that guy.
I deal with you.
Yeah, man. That's fine. That's right. He's 20 times worse than me. Jacob, you can answer that question. Am I correct? Jacob loves his buddy Ray.
If he's 20 times worse than Ray, God bless you, man. God bless you. And
I can say she's my daughter.
There's a special place for you, my brother.
But anyway, AG, I'm not asking for your spots, but dude, I was actually wanted to go to Maryland tomorrow, and I was going to go on the Elk River. I'm hearing you're calling for winds. I wanted to go to Northeast Creek, but my one buddy who has been fishing for snakeheads for about 4 to 5 years now, very good. He's caught all his dragons. He's caught 10 this year. He's been doing really good. I am just trying to get out and I want to find place. So I want to go out. I'm all about, I'll check out the page, AG. Thank you. I don't want people's spots. Again, we're not out here giving out spots to anybody. I get that. It's fishing. We're all out to do the same thing. If I'm sitting next to my brother Mike here and we're out fishing, let me tell you something. He catches a dragon, I'm coming over and I'm wooing and I'm getting all excited.
Hell
cracking a beer. We might even have to do a little something extra. But you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm
Hell
at.
yeah. Like,
I want to go out and enjoy myself. I'm I'm out fishing. I'm an angler. I don't eat my fish unless I'm going to eat them.
nope, yep, you're right.
Right?
And when I'm out with Ray,
We have fun. I mean,
we,
regardless if we catch fish, I'm out taking pictures. I'm having fun regardless.
yeah.
You can't upset me out where I can go out and be totally skunked.
So
I'll find something to do while I'm out in that water.
when I started snakehead fishing and bass fishing in Delaware, I went to the same place every time. And by the second year in there, I could catch 20 fish a day, no problem. But it was basically the same fish. I mean, I was fishing the same pond all the time. Last year, I put out a post on our local community that to start a fishing group. Not a lot of people were interested. Not a lot of people followed it, and that's fine. But Ray did, and we hooked up through this post that I put on, and we went fishing last May. Brought him out to one of my places, snakehead fishing, and then he brought me out, and I fished one body of water then. Now I hold licenses in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. We fish all over, and I don't catch as many fish, but I catch better quality fish. I catch more diverse fish. I've caught fish that I've never caught before. So
I
I've
had catfish, baby.
hell yeah. So I've been brought
But
out of
you show you pictures of your 18-incher compared to my.
it's Ray got me out of my comfort zone. Grew up in a lake in North Jersey. I was bass fishing. I fished for bass, perch, and trout. But
Great fishes for everything.
and Ray,
I'm a multi angler.
did you just refer to yourself as a third person? You surely did.
Right there. Sweet baby Ray. They make barbecue sauce after me. I'm so freaking famous.
You're so when you when you get to a place and you can refer to yourself as a person. Hey, this is for three things. That's awesome. Thank you.
I don't hunt. I don't hunt, but I'm all about being out in the wildlife. I love taking pictures of the whitetails, the fox, the turkey. I mean, Mike has seen a lot of my pictures. I'm photography. Photography is
So when Ray's out on the water, he's looking for
pictures and
wait,
fish.
fish first of all.
Yeah.
Secondary is pictures. Third is where he can pull over and kill in case he has to shit. Those are his three things.
Yeah. Like when I'm out, somebody says, "Hey, I want you to go. Hey, let's go here," and I'm just gonna throw a place out of the blue. We'll throw Y Mills in there. Crabbing place, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Y Mills. You go to Y Mills. Somebody says, "Hey, go to Y Mills and go fishing." I'm gonna go fishing. I'm gonna go exploring. I'm gonna go check out everything. I'm gonna try to go as far as I can. Oh yeah, I want to go as far. Shit, I got to help. My legs, but I like it. I just like being out there. It's not. So, bought one kayak, and my wife came up to me one day and says to me, I don't understand why you out all the time. I bought my wife a kayak. Found a used kayak. Um, the girl, Heather Greasley, told me her kayak. It's a native slayer. Nice kayak.
Nice try.
Another pedal kayak. A lot lighter than my old town. But I go out and I got my wife out there and I took my wife to Octorara Lake
Yeah.
in Oxford and she got out there and I looked at her and I says, "What do you think?" And she's, "I now know why you come out here. It's therapy.
Well,
It's therapy.
if you look back
It's
at
therapy."
our pictures, usually Ray launches before me, and usually as the sun comes up, I'll take some pictures. So if you look into my our group or my mass man group, you'll see these I appreciate where we're at when we're at it.
Yep.
Whether or not I catch
Who
fish,
cares? Dude, I can go out and get skunked. Oh, God, Christ, I don't want to say this because God forbid this happens to me. I don't want to get skunked 20 times. But if I got skunked, I got a camera.
yeah,
I'll have to take pictures. I'll take pictures of landscapes. I'll take pictures of birds. More of a wildlife photographer. So I'm not a big fan of taking pictures of people.
no,
People are boring, and I'm not trying to
no,
be.
but when I take pictures of you don't,
I don't know you're taking
you
pictures of.
never know. But I see like breaking through the water's glass. There's steam rising off the water in the center.
So, baby, baby.
Did you just feel your nipples?
I did. Oh, you feel?
Oh, up a little.
But hey, I want to jump back to AG real quick because he just posted something. So, AG, you are the main person to the Cecil County fishing pages. If I'm correct, just text me yes. Send me a message yes. Dude, all about it, man. I'm all about, going out one time. Um,
When did
yeah,
that head us through?
the blue rig out. Yeah, hey,
Oh,
you know what? I'm telling
is that where you get that blue? You love the blue rigs.
you, I'm just going to tell you, it is, I'm glad to hear that, AG. I'm really glad to hear that that's your page. AG, I need you to hit me a friend request through Facebook. It's just under Ray Hamilton. Hit me up because you're the kind of people we want to have sitting right in between me and Mike. If somebody has their own Facebook page and stuff like that, talk to fishing. I mean, this is all we are. This is me and Mike. We're just here for
Fun.
we're here for fun. We're here for the anglers. I'm not giving spots out. Hey, G, you take me to your
Wait,
secret spot.
you just
Nobody will ever know about it. No, because because we're going to go out, and we're going to go fishing, and I'm just going to enjoy the company, meeting another fellow angler. And that's how I met Rodney Copes, totally from this show, and I have built my fishing base up. This is where I want to be in the next 3 to 7 years. I want to do guided trips on kayak. I only have one kayak. If I was able to start a business, I would do more. I'm not a professional fisherman. Me and Mike, we have claimed that from day one. We are not professional fishermen. We have I have over 40 years of fishing experience. Mike has over 40 years of fishing experience. All my childhood experience, crap. I trout fished out the ass.
mine's bass.
And and then I started bass fishing wherever my dad would take me. Once I got my driver's license, my horizons went boom, and I went to the Susquehanna River. I fished the I am a big Susquehanna fishing person. Hey Mike, check the camera out for me, buddy. It's just got me on there, not your dad too much.
No, I could see the angle. He hasn't turned.
I don't think he did. I think the camera moved on its own. But anyway, but anyway, look, AG, thank you. I appreciate you. Let me know. I'm going to hit your Cecil County fishing page up as soon as we're done tonight. I'm all about it. And again, I'm not asking for spots. I know people say that. I'm not like that. But hey, if you take, what do you think trying to do is I have 1 year and 2 months in this snakehead fishing. I just want to catch one dragon. One dragon. One
And
dragon.
I'm gonna
But
piggyback
hold
off
on.
of this.
Hold on. No, wait. Go ahead.
I am I have one more year on right on
I've come a long way, haven't
because I brought you last year. In the beginning, you were not about snakehead fishing, and you got
I?
by
Look,
hook. I mean, severely hooked.
look, bad.
And I was the same way. I was fishing this pond. I caught my first snakehead, and it was awesome. and then I caught more. And then when they started ripping my boat around, and I was absolutely hooked. Still love bass. Don't get me wrong. I still love crappie, all these fish. But that drew me right the hell in. And we kind of found a common bond in that we were both brand new sinker fishermen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give
our friend Greg Stansfield.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Greg, one, to Rodney, to Jesse James, Frank Gerber,
Yep.
all these guys that actually took the time and guided us, because from where we were a year and a half ago to where we are
stuck
now.
fishing fucking Delaware. Dragon Run, Dyke Pond, Northeast Creek. This year I bought a Jersey license. First year I've ever fished in Jersey. I've been in Jersey at least 20 times this year.
And I grew up in Jersey. I used to fish Jersey, but I never fished it the way I fish it now.
Yeah. Now, I will say, AG, again, back to him real quick. He's a Cecil County guy. I love that. And now I'm reading your comment here, AG. So you work for Cabela's. Dude, do you get the discount? Look, that's too much money. I got my Cabela shirt on.
So, like, I'm saying,
he's representing, man. He's representing.
Hey, get us a sponsorship. Look, I'm wearing it.
That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the sponsorships right now. I mean, we're looking for anything.
Now I look like I'm having my
So AG, I'm going to bounce off of yours. Appreciate the comments. I appreciate you really sticking with us. I really do. You know, we are going to meet, AJ. We are going to meet. We are going to go fishing together. Dude, if you ever do any fishing in Pennsylvania, if you're a walleye guy, I got walleye spots. I'm your guy for Susquehanna.
I got to tell you, people, one of the best things about this show, one of the best things about
we've made,
and even social media in general, to Easter Sword Snakeheads, all these groups that Snakehead Outlook, we'll go out there and I'll have people say, "Oh, you're Mazman," and I'm like, "You're like," it's become this really tight Delmarva community, if you will, that we are starting, like the people that are on there all the time we're starting to recognize each other and acknowledge each other. Like, if I see someone that I see posts on like groups all the time, it's like we've known each other forever, even though I just first met him on the river the first time.
Yeah. Like you know.
Yeah.
Forever. No, I agree. Like John Coverly, I'm going to jump back real quick to John Coverly real fast.
What's up, Ralph?
We've had.
How you doing, bud?
We've had John on the show 4 times, because the one show was kind of messed up. But I was in Costa Rica, but we got John back on the following week. John has been great. John has supplied me and Mike with so many plastic, soft plastics. Great individual. Couldn't ask. I would have never met John if it wasn't for the show.
Yep.
I've never met his wife Abby. Maybe we should have Abby on the show and let John sit as a spectator one time. Maybe
we need to have Abby.
I really think Abby does all his Facebook stuff, and she's amazing. And like, what she
have you met Abby?
I've never met Abby.
I have, and she is amazing.
I've never met Abby.
John is a great guy, so don't take this wrong, but
she makes John.
She facilitates.
My wife makes me. My wife makes me. I get it. So hold on.
By the way,
so
Ralph's gonna say this. Don't worry about this stuff they're talking about, Chief, because I got you.
Anyway. AG said 50% off is no joke. Just laughing my ass off. He's like, can't keep my checks. Dude, if that's what they give you, I'm getting a part-time job there.
Right?
Like, I get a part-time job in Boston. I already work a part-time job. they offered me benefits for 8 hours a week. I would go work at Cabela's, but I don't think they do that for 8 hours a week.
So then there's the 15%, and then there's the be able to fish whenever you want over it.
So I got 50% off everything.
Don't you tell her that anyway?
No, I don't tell her not like that. You know, she got this for free. The wife does the book, so you know for the business, so she sees everything. But we got to go back because Jacob is our new weatherman for my Perryville area. So he's like, we got moderate weather with limited rain predicted. Will make for comfortable fishing conditions this week in Maryland waters. So AG, my daughter and her fiance, they live in Perryville. They just moved to Perryville a couple months ago. They live right next to Perryville Park. I've only I've that one's always dead. One in Elkton's always crazy, but anyway,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I have to say that it is a I've only fished Perryville 3 times in my lifetime.
2 of them with me.
2 of them with you, and the one time I lost my oars. And the fucked up thing is I never realized I lost my oars until I went out in the water. It was high tide. I'm paddling.
How do you lose your?
And it's a kayak. I lost them before I even got there. You know, there's certain things like when you visualize.
And you didn't notice?
I didn't even notice until I got out there. And then I went around. I searched all around. I went, but it was 25-mile-per-hour winds by the end of the day. When we first got there, it was calm, and then the winds kicked up. We had white caps on it, and it was brutal fishing. And I went to go grab my oars, and they were gone. So
Yes. AG, it is the land of giants.
it is the land. AG, you're exactly right. Like so my buddy Greg Stansfield, he's not
You're
over here.
right at the base of the Susquehanna River, where it comes into the Chesapeake. There are huge fish. I caught the last time I was there. I didn't do great snakehead fishing, but I caught some huge bass. As I'm rolling in and loading back up, these guys came in. They went out and fishing. So that area, Perryville, is brackish, kind of more freshwater, but you got stripers, you got snakeheads, you got all this stuff coming into one, and there's this weed cover that and tides that go tides. So it will go from matted, barely moved to nothing because everything goes underwater. So you could get actually stuck. If you go too far in the back as the tide's going out, you'll get stuck back there. And it is a bitch to get out.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you. So I was at Perryville last year. We went fishing with our friend Greg, his friend Jesse from California. Um, we need to get Jesse to log in. Jesse's not on Facebook, so we got to hop Jesse on the YouTube. But I will tell you, I went out there and we were out in Perryville, and you guys were all sitting in the muck bed. I'm in my old town trying to paddle through all that shit, and the old town's so heavy. The native's great. I love the native for that. Now as I've used it a couple of times this year.
That time I went out in the Ascend. The Ascend went through that stuff like butter.
Yeah. So here's my thing. So I'm out in Perryville. There's big weed ass beds. I'm talking. If you're in a boat, a regular boat with gas motor, you ain't going through this shit.
You ain't going.
You're pulling shit, freaking weeds off your shit all day long. But I'm out there the one day. I'm just cruising around. I'm rowing. I caught a bass or two. I got over a spot where it was clearing. It's the biggest snakehead I've ever seen in my entire life.
I remember you telling me this.
This thing had to be at least 3 foot, and it was down. I was in 5 foot of water, easy, 5 foot of water. The weeds are all up, but it was a clearing in the weeds. This thing's just sitting there all by itself. I threw every damn thing at it. I couldn't get that thing to surface up, to come hit or nothing. But I will tell you what, it's the biggest snakehead. Now it's my daughter lives down there. I gotta go fishing down there more. The only thing I don't like about Perryville is you can't get in the park until 7:30 in the morning.
I
It's a
know.
problem. Raising an early riser. Mike will tell you, I'm an early riser. And a lot of it has to do with my buddy Greg. My buddy
Being
Greg.
an early riser has its merits because for people like us that hate wind.
It's always the less win.
Yep.
So I'm out. So my buddy Greg, he's one of these guys. He says, "Hey, I'm going to Dragon Run. Be there at 5 a.m."
Greg's there at 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30. Your ass better be 30 to 15 minutes early because that son of a bitch has already got his shit loaded in the water.
I will tell you, you should be there at 5:30. And then he'll be like, where the hell are you guys?
I just
Down the water already.
I just had 30 minutes. I go 30 minutes ahead of time because I'm trying to peek his ass there every time. But I tell you right now, I mean, this
It's actually funny because I'm not an early riser. And I,
Mike's always late. Mike is always Mike is always late. You know, grab the camera again. Mike is
wait,
always late.
I'm not, I wasn't late the last couple times.
No, Mike's been good. The
But
last night you were late, but that was a lot with the truck and everything else.
But
It's all good.
in general, these guys love to get out. It's like a competition between Greg and Ray. They need to be out there, and it's like who is out there first? And always, it's
I have
always
I have a rant. I have a rant. All right, here's my rant for the night. Mike had his rant earlier because he was upset with the white truck. Here's my
I'm
rant.
upset with the white truck, by the way.
Here's my rant.
Anyone knows that guy?
My rant is when I go out fishing with my buddy Greg after work. If Greg's working from home, he brings beer. If I'm get home early enough, I can bring beer. Last night I text Mike, come out, bring your buddy Ray a cold beer. No cold beers. He's just not that buddy. I had to tell Greg today. I said Mike's not that buddy anymore.
See, this is fucked up because
I gotta throw Mike.
I bring you cold beer tonight.
Cold beer. He brought. I have no beer in my fridge. I have to get to the liquor store tomorrow. He brought me cold Yingling, not lights. He brought me Yingling. He brought Ray's favorite beer from Pennsylvania. So everybody is watching.
So
Ray only drinks Pennsylvania beer.
just for the
Except
record,
for
I had stuff to do yesterday. All I wanted to do was get on the water, and he texted me like 15 minutes before I was getting there, and he's like, "So you should bring cold beer." I'm like, "Okay, I'm going fishing, and screw you." So I tried to make. You're still gonna bring this up? Holy shit! You're like a nagging ex-girlfriend.
I'm not gonna nag a bitch.
You are.
Yeah, it's okay.
Tried to make it up for you, and you're still gonna.
Hold on. So everybody listen. So everybody's watching or who watches after we're off of here, Cast and Nasty Baits. John Coverly Jr. Gotta find this guy. This guy makes incredible baits. Fucking incredible. The plastics are tough. They're good. John, John just or Pastor Nasty. So I don't know if this is Abby or John sending this to me, but because I'm slow. I'm assuming this is John. I'm slow in making baits with the new molds. Anybody have ideas? Some colors? Let me know. John, I'm going to send you some measurements because I love everything about the Snakehead Outlaws Snakehead baits. I love them.
But we need him with the salt water.
I need you guys to know that Jesse and Frank, if you guys watch the show after we're done,
We need a saltwater blend in the same thing.
No, hold on.
No, we do.
The Dragon Destroyer is my worst, and it is the worst lure. It's my favorite lure, but it's the worst because I get one snakehead bite and the worm tears.
So if you put a
So John,
saltwater blend,
so John, what I need you to do is I'm going to send you measurements. I want you to make them because I saved all my. I mean, they send you shit. They send you all the stuff you need to make more. I just need a different thing because I love it. But I think John's baits, John's plastics work better on the Snakehead Outlaws Destroyer. And, I'm
yeah,
sure.
but you got to be careful in this because Jesse and Frank probably got some,
It's a deal where somebody's making them. It's not Jesse and Frank, but you know what? They're representing the company.
I know.
And they're
I'm just
representing.
throwing that out there. That
They're representing the company. That's my only complaint.
I know.
Last night I had a Slayer rack. It was my first Snakehead Outlaw lure I have ever bought in my lifetime. Thanks to Greg, because one day he says, "Yo, put this on your line." It was a blood splattered Slayer rack.
Great late August.
It's a great lure, but so many things.
By the way, the first color, I forget what the hell it's called.
Let's say chartreuse. Let's say it's more
That,
chartreuse.
but it's actually got the tiger marking.
Yeah.
That thing's a killing. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So he sits there and he gives me a Slayer rat. I use the Slayer rat. I gave him back his Slayer rat because I bought another one. So I got his Slayer rat. I went and bought. I have 3 of them now. Blood splatter. I have not touched the other 2. I took a guy out fishing with me, a buddy of mine who's never caught a snakehead. Take him out with me one day. I give him my one Slayer rat. At the end of the day, I'm like, shit, man. I never got my Slayer rat back from him. But he had one of my newer ones. I have my old one. Last night, and I am one away this year. So I am, again, don't consider me a snakehead out angler or nothing like that. I got hooked on fishing these things. I love fishing for them. I destroyed my first Slayer rat I ever bought.
Oh.
I went to make a cast. I'm not a good bait caster guy. I have 2 bait casting rods. I bought them over the past year, both of them. And I went to make a cast a couple weeks ago. I threw one and it caught every fucking rod behind me and pissed me off, bird nested my line. I cut all the line off of it. Mike was generous enough to throw on some braid he had at his house so I could have that.
I always keep rain.
So that was a big help. And it's actually kind of funny because I've been really sold on the Suffix
Yeah.
832. I love the Suffix braid, but I'm going to tell you right now, this shit has been great. But again, this is one of them things I am all about. It's forget where I was going with this, but anyway, I ruined my Slayer rat last night. I had a mount. I had a what do they call it? A Viper V2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Went to make a cast. It's a little mouse, pink mouse, 2 Colorados on the back. Went to make a cast. I caught every fucking rod behind my head. Everything's got all tangled up and shit. The mouse hooked into the top of my Slayer rat. And when I pulled the hook off, the rubber piece put up on the Slayer rat. Cut the Slayer rat off. Throw it down in my kayak. I was like, that thing's done. I have caught this year. I'm at 59 snakehead. So last year I believe I ended up with 31. Is what I had last year. So I've doubled my total. But here's my thing, and this is what I have to say on all this. That Slayer rat, it destroyed me for that thing away today. I got home, I threw it in my trash.
Why'd you throw it in the trash, man?
It was gone. The whole rubber piece peeled off of it.
I have my Booyah frog that
Well, I tried to melt it. I tried to put a lighter to it.
I retire them, and they go on the wall because they.
Oh, this thing.
No, they.
This was my snakehead killer.
Then it deserves to be honored.
So now like that trout up there on the wall.
I do mine.
Huh?
I do mine. My Viper, that this Viper has so many slices in it. It doesn't even say like if I cast it, it slides up the line because
Yeah.
and I have a booyah frog, a pad hopper junior,
Yeah.
and those things have caught me so many fish that I don't throw them out. I they retire.
Well, I can actually grab mine because
You need to
I didn't really throw it in the trash. It's sitting in the bottom of my kayak on the floor.
when it does that, and you
Save
need
it.
to honor it
Yeah.
with the retirement
Oh,
because
with the retirement. I'm gonna bury it in my backyard.
you need
I'm gonna bury it.
no, you're not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's
I'm out.
the board and put your lures that have done you well, caught you fish, but they no longer can function. Those that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So I
Hey,
got
look, guys.
wait before we
We know we're going over. We're
no,
gonna
but
go over. That's the freedom we have. We can go over.
this is important.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to give a shout out to our buddy Rodney. Rodney passed his snakehead record last year, and I'm looking at it. Um, he had 8 snakes. This was 5 days ago. 8 snakes, putting me at 116, which officially puts me past last year's record. No monsters, but still fun to catch. So he caught over 116 snakeheads this year. Then I just saw measuring exactly 30 inches, making 16 dragons. So our buddy caught over 116 snakeheads with over 16 dragons this year. I think that deserves a little recognition.
Oh, Greg. I don't know where Greg's at. You know, that's not her.
Before we go to Greg, let's just say, Rodney, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. He's Rodney.
You can pass and keep going.
Yeah, he's been really killing it. He's been a great director. He's got all things to go on.
So I just need to bring that up because I know when I talked to him, he's like, I need to break my record for last year. And he's shattered his record for last
Hey,
year.
hold on,
So
real quick. Hey, I'll either hit you up or you hit me up. And dude, let's get on the water, man. Let's get on the water before long, before it's all done, man. I'm all about it. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it.
I know we're over, but I just needed to bring that in.
It's okay. It's the kind of good thing that we have with this show. We're really not on the time limit. We just try to keep it within the hour. So, and I appreciate it. And again, AG Spangler, thanks for joining. I'm going to hit your Facebook page up on the Cecil County Fishing, and we're going to become friends on Facebook. And hopefully, I could take you somewhere where you've never fished. Take me somewhere I've never fished. You ain't got to tell me where your spot is. Just say, yo, go out and explore. Yeah, we're all about exploring. Me and Mike, we love to explore. Mike, the last time I took him, we went to a place over in South Jersey. And Mike, and Mike just goes and he just keeps going in his trolling motor, you know, in his bougie kayak, and just disappears. He just disappears. I'm like,
We wanted to see where it went to.
so I went down about another mile past where I was fishing, and finally
More fish though. I
finally got to the point I was just like, you know what? I ain't catching no fish down here. I'm going back to where I was catching fish, and I went back and just kept catching fish. It's, you know, but that's what it's all about. We're all anglers. We all enjoy fishing. You know what? It's really not a secret spot because 100 people know you. I don't give a shit what you say. 100 people know your spot. Let's just all go out. Let's enjoy each other. When we see each other out on the water, let's enjoy each other's company. Let's enjoy each other's time together.
Hey, when you see me out there with the orange kayak, you come up and say hi.
Yeah, and I really wish.
And I don't block me and out where I'm trying to load in.
I know John's still listening. John, I gave out every bag of freaking America My custom freaking shit that John made for
America.
my man is the man. He made them. They were good. Every person I handed them bags of rubber worms to looked at me and said, dude, these are the most amazing things I've ever seen. And I'm like, yeah, they're really cool. I says, and then the next question, they catch fish. I have no fucking idea, but just use try them. When I was a kid, I used to get the same ones I'm giving out. John replicated it, but made it into a Senko with the little Mr. Twister. I had a little Mr. Twister, like a little tiny, like 3 inch with a little twister tail on it that I bought. And the lady at the bait shop where I used to always go was like, yeah, we're just trying to sell them off. You can buy a whole box or something to you for whatever. I had like 50 of them. They destroyed the smallmouth, destroyed them, which was awesome. But anyway, it is what it is. But hey, look, guys, we got to wrap it up for tonight.
Yes, sir.
Some people have to go to school tomorrow. Ray's
Who?
going fishing. Hey, get the camera real quick, Ken.
I don't.
It's all good. It's just,
I gotta fish. I gotta go to school.
you gotta work. So I'm gonna send you pictures while you're fishing.
So Saturday morning, when
You're
you're at work, I'll be on the order.
I'm gonna order.
I got one thing to say and one last question to ask. I'm on the Chesapeake all the time crabbing, and there's fish jumping all around me. I'm running a 1,200-foot trout line for crabs, but I really would love to throw some lures out there. What am I throwing? What am I catching? Put it in the comments. I don't know what to do. I'm not used to fishing the Chesapeake. It's actually Y Mills, but I know there's a lot of big fish jumping around me. So if anyone has any experience with that, hit me up. So I'll just take a couple casts when I run my line and win.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm good. I mean, like, I know when I go fishing, my brother-in-law, we throw crabs out. Sometimes we throw run a trout line, but if we don't run a trout line, we throw crabs out. I never take a fishing rod.
I know.
And it's funny because, it's like, why Mills has got to be a brackish word. Snakeheads, stripers,
There's huge fish jumping
whatever
around.
it is, there's something that's in there. We got to figure out what it is. But hey,
Okay,
till
people.
next week.
Love y'all.
Mike is going to be the host next week. So hey, look,
Ray,
we're
fishing tomorrow.
I'm fishing tomorrow. Remember, subscribe to YouTube
And
at Fishin 302. There's no G on fishing. It's just FISHIN 302.
I'm the OG that we take off. So
subscribe to it. And me and Mike's going crabbing, so I'm not going to ask him what he's going to go do. He's going crabbing. Let's go crabbing. Ray's going fishing tomorrow. Everybody, see you next Thursday. Peace out. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Good job. Thank you for joining us. Happy birthday, Abby.